It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal by my side. Not a lot of games left in the regular season, but there are still a few teams whose fates have yet to be determined. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. The 76ers have really been playing well lately. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights, as a win here gives them the best record in the league. You look at what Coach Budenholzer has done with this Hawks team for several years now. They've been a very tough matchup. How does Coach go out and get so much out of this roster?
You know, coming from a Spurs background under Coach Popovich, which focuses on playing strong team basketball, he's probably the best coach in the last 30 years.
Wow, 30 years. I would agree with that. You know, I'm trying to think who would be better. I don't know. But anyway, the passing in their offense is probably what makes them 30 years. Yeah, the passing in their offense. I keep that 30-year thing is just keep hitting me. Is what's really good. But Coach Bud, under his tutelage, kind of mimics his style. 30 years. Oh man, that's probably accurate.
Over 30 years.
Phil Jackson?
He may be one of the best coaches in all of sports over that 30 years.
Phil Jackson.
Kenny, it's not accurate, it's Shaq-urate.
Oh. I'm talking about Pop, too.
Okay.
Here's Kevin Hart.
Beautiful, stunning, and historic City Hall. Welcome everyone to our broadcast here in Philadelphia. It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Atlanta Hawks today. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Hart alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Right now, the 76ers are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
And I think for the 76ers, they've had a good season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
And once the playoffs do arrive, they won't be intimidated. They're underdogs early on, but during the course of the regular season, they've proven they can handle any situation and any opponent, no matter how tough.
Now it's headed down to David Aldridge standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, the Atlanta Hawks continue to build a team-first culture. Mike Budenholzer talked about how the players believe in each other and enjoy playing together. You hear it from the players themselves. They hold each other in high esteem, they play unselfishly, and they're having fun doing it. They're still called Spurs East, and you can see why.
All about winning together, David. Thank you. And Brent, both sides can line it up from deep in this one. That's a given. How much does your defensive approach change when you're facing a team that can hurt you from deep all the time?
So you think about that, Kevin, that for 48 minutes, you not only have to do what you have to do on offense to get back at the team, but defensively chase around guys who can bury you for 30 feet.
Exhausted.
And if you have a lapse in your concentration at any point, that can cost you 3, 6, 9, so keep going. It'll happen that fast.
Right. Now, James, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, we got Hardaway. Howard is out there with Paul Millsap. And there's Dennis Schroeder and Cephalosha in the three. On defense, Atlanta dominance of this having outplayed Phoenix in the last game.
And no doubt in my mind, the overriding factor in that game was the huge edge on the backcourt.
That wasn't even close. All 5 guys crashing the boards at both ends of the floor. They simply controlled the glass.
The pass to the beach. Second shot opportunity. Cephalosha gets a hand on it. Hardaway kicks to Cephalosha. Tipped away. And stolen by Simmons. That's the bonus. Jacks up a 3. Off to a good start. He gets his first shot attempt.
And you can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
And just Just over a minute played here in the start of the game. In the corner, Hardaway with it. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Here's the bodyguard, guarded by Hardaway. LaVeise passes to Battiston. Millsap with the steal. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in.
You combine his massive size and then his desire to pound the glass, it makes him a tough cover.
Good on the bucket. Battiston's got caught.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Carl.
And that guy coming out firing, who knew? Exactly what we expected. Beautiful entry feed right where his teammate could do something with it.
Here's Battiston following the basket by Paul Millsap. Simmons passes to the body. Over to the wing. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. 5 to shoot. Millsap with the steal. Takes this up a low shot. And it's Schroeder in the corner. The dish to Howard. Low block shot on the way. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for him.
But we're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the court.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Brooklyn Nets.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Impressive total production here for a team playing in a hostile environment on the road. They looked awfully comfortable.
Here's Millsap. It's deflected. Goes up on the wing. Kept alive. The bodyguard passes to Battiston. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
And checking out some numbers for Battiston. Since the break, he's been simply stellar, averaging about 27 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Now here's Hardaway. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Millsap a screen. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. And coming, 2-point for the chance for one more at the free throw line.
That's a main move from Millsap, getting the hoop plus the harm.
And you look at the advanced numbers, very quietly, Paul Millsap is one of the most effective rim protectors in the league.
Yeah, I think that's pretty impressive, Kevin, and it speaks to not just the physical abilities of a player, but mentally being able to read what it is that offenses are doing and step into the right position. He's only 6'6" in socks, but when you take into account that wingspan, he can be effective down low.
Here's Battiston. Quite rookie. He was nearly unstoppable. Passes it to the machine. Clock at 6. From 11 feet away. That one goes. Coming. The machine's got his second bucket of the night.
Always pushing the action offensively. He puts so much pressure on the defense.
Howard in the post. 20-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Here's the bodyguard. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. The pass to Battiston. Here's the bodyguard. By Hardaway. Another shot. Pass to the beast. And all is going to win that time before dropping in. The beast's got his first bucket in this one. Schroeder with the ball. Coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. The offensive rebound. And so he draws the foul on the shot. To the line to shoot 2.
He cannot allow Millsap to get that deep inside the paint. He's just too good in there.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
The first one falls.
Well, as people start to put together underrated lists, Paul Millsap at the power forward or small forward position comes up quite a bit. It's been that way for his entire career. Drafted 47th in 2006, and all he done at Louisiana Tech was lead the nation in rebounding in unprecedented 3 consecutive seasons.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. And for Millsap, he's never been the most explosive athlete or Brent the most imposing to look at. Really, he's undersized at 6'8".
Well, I think a lot of coaches out there who covered the skill set of somebody at his size didn't misread him. That's why he's having the success he's had the past couple of seasons.
Over pitch to Hardaway. Millsap a screen. Hardaway dishes to Schroeder. Shot off the pick, and it's good for 2. Schroeder's got his first basket of the night.
Nice use of the pick and roll from Schroeder there. Allows him to get an easy shot.
This is it to Bannister. Here's the body ball. By Hardaway. It's good. He drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. And a 3-point play chance here. Checked in for Hardaway. This far into the season, every team has had their fair share of injuries, but Brent, very few teams ever escape a season without at least a few major hiccups in their health.
I always think it's interesting throughout the course of the year to see which teams can adjust when somebody goes out. And some of the more impressive things that happen is when that player is somebody who's counted upon. Those are the surprise stories usually of any NBA year.
Character revealed for those teams.
No doubt about it. Character gets revealed, Kevin, but also confidence as those guys step on the floor and they're asked to do something that they're ready for.
The Hawks trailing. Right side Jack. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Well, both O's are executing at very high levels, but it's early. We'll see if that continues.
So for the Hawks, Splitter comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Scott in for Tavo Shepolosi.
And Dwight Howard, you know, he's lost some explosiveness over the years, but still remains an intimidating presence when he's healthy. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call him a number 1 on the offensive end, but still great in the pick and roll, better than most when it comes to posting, and defensively, when he's moving well, a straight beast.
And talking about Howard's defense, he's blocking fewer shots these days, but remains extremely difficult to score against in the paint.
Yeah, statistically, opponents still struggle to shoot against him. He has the power and instincts to stop most true centers from getting comfortable on the block, and his reputation goes a long way toward unnerving opponents.
our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. The 76ers #1.
But lately their offense has been completely in sync. Guys are accepting their roles and playing unselfish basketball. That's helped them hit a high percentage of those opportunities.
Hawks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Millsap a screen. Your passes to Split. Pass to Jack. Shoots a three. Atlanta again, missing.
That's a tough three-point shot when you've got the defense right there.
Yeah, awesome job right there, closing out on the shooter to contest. They have made him adjust that just a bit.
Here's Baddest one. He's got 5. He had Simmons atop the key. On deep three-point range. Scott pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Jack's shot is good.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
I'm just impressed by sheer relentlessness these teams are showing. Neither side giving an inch.
Millsap with the steal. And now Jack pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That shot is off.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro. So he's going to have to start playing with more force. Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Atlanta with the ball. Philadelphia able to drain the three. It's tipped. Here's Pattis one. He's got 8. And the pass to the body. He's the Pattis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Simmons. Here's Pattis one. No good on the 3.
But he's got a faint stroke. That one almost dropped.
And finished off by State.
Incredible spring off the floor there for a power forward, and he needs that as an undersized big.
Here's the bodyguard. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. The 11-footer, and it goes down 2 points. The bodyguard's got 5 now.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
Now Jack, he has 6. Millsap sets the pick for Jack. It's Scott on the wing. Feeds it to Millsap. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Splitter, that's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. There's the screen. Here's Simmons. And you can count him over the line with a chance to make it 3.
No answer for Simmons. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. T.J. McConnell comes in for the bodyguard. Then for the Hawks, Muscala, he's checked in for Splitter. And Chris Humphries subbed in for Paul Millsap. And Ben Simmons, the latest star to come over from Australia. Many feel that he could be the player that vaults Australia into a powerhouse on the international level. A lot of hopes being placed in the shoulders of Simmons.
Yeah, fellow Australian Andrew Bogut said that Simmons will most likely be the best Australian player ever in just a short time. I mean, his game translates well for the international ball, has the frame and playmaking ability to just carry the team.
Shoots it from outside.
And all Simmons needs is a little bit of space. He's dynamite off the bench.
To the middle, here's Humphries, and the shoot by Humphries.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a break for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. McConnell gets the third. Here's Holmes, and a clean assist by Curry. That one goes in.
Where they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Jack. You can't get that one to fall. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And the basket by Curry. And Atlanta has possession. They trail by 7. If it counts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The 76ers shooting an outstanding 61% in the early going. McConnell kicks to Simmons. Rebound Atlanta. Their last encounter was Atlanta.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Unloads from 13. And foul as he misses it. Go to line and shoot 2. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And he makes the first. And the Hawks 2 seasons ago scoring to 60 wins and broke the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And along the way, a franchise best 19-game win streak.
Well, how amazing was that month of January where they played perfect basketball. The starting five, they were all named co-players of the month. That was a first in league history. Also the franchise's first time to the conference finals in that season. But after getting swept, you know they still have some work to do.
And the shot goes in.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
The 76ers leading by 3. Pass into the machine. O'Neal and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Shot, gentlemen.
For Philadelphia, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. And the Hawks making a change here. Cephalosha's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And so much more responsibility for Hawks head coach Mike Budenholzer, named the team president in the summer of 2015. Well, I'll tell you what, he's been well prepared. 18 years in San Antonio. Actually played for Coach Popovich during those days where he was an athlete. He'll tell you he still is one, but he's doing a terrific job.
Here's Curry after the basket by Atlanta. The 76ers with another miss.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
Great effort to go out and challenge that shot. Hard to stay cool under that kind of pressure. Too ambitious of him there, guys. He tried to be a one-man wrecking ball instead of looking to kick the ball out for the better shot opportunity.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead, up by 5. Live from Philadelphia, we're watching 2K Sports. And Dwight Howard, the lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball, this is my passion, on the court. It's my sanctuary. I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very serious.
It's an interesting concept that the White man is to take something very seriously in order to have fun. And he does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's at.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
The roof is up there now, guys. It's raining with a lot of trees through the roof.
And you get into that kind of zone, that's the feeling where you're invincible and it gets fun.
We've got Henderson. JaVale McGee is out there with Curry. And it's McConnell in at the one. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge, third quarter from the sideline.
Kevin, as always, the Atlanta Hawks run that fluid offensive system that is widely admired. Steve Kerr, our old friend, used to say, they get to the next level of their offense, take away the first option, they automatically get to the second. Take that one, they automatically and fluidly get to the third option. Very few teams do that.
Absolutely shooting the air, that's what it's all about. Thank you.
Well, Cephalosha has really carved out a nice role for himself in the NBA. Very important role player, definitely known for his lockdown defense.
skill game where versatility is so valuable. You certainly fit that description as a player. Do you like the way the game is going in that regard?
I do like it, Kevin, and I'll return the question to you and ask you if you think that the skills of the players are just more honed than they were maybe 25, 30 years ago because of their availability to these specialized coaches. This was not the way it was for that generation of players.
Excellent point. They have the rules even enhanced it more that players can show more of their skills now.
There's no question about it that the league has tended to go towards being able to allow guys freedom of movement, off-ball movement. The flow of the game is much better. The three-point shot, as we talked about at length, has opened up the floor, and you get to see the grace and athleticism of some of the game's best.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. At the bottom of 2. That's good from McGee. Both free throws good from McGee. The Hawks trail by 5. Inside. Here's Splitter. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got 6 assists in the game.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
McConnell passes to Henderson. Let's go. So looks like the 76ers will retain possession. And Jeff Fu is providing all the playmaking here tonight. Let's look at the breakdown between the front and backcourt for the Hawks.
And their guards have been the ones to really set the tone here tonight with their ability to create shots. You talk about the big fellas. They love to play with guards who try to keep them involved offensively.
Here's McConnell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Holmes. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Second chance effort.
Like to see Splitter there make that shot release a lot more difficult for the offensive player, really getting his arms up and hands in the face.
And Jack, here we go. Splitter. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots off to a good start.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 4.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's McGee. The basket drops, and he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And the 76ers with some changes. Banished one comes in for Seth Curry. And the bodyguards sub in for T.J. McConnell. And then for Atlanta, Howard comes in for Chris Humphrey. And Paul Millsap is subbed in for Thabo Sefolosha. That ties the game. Hardaway's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, and sure, Millsap could have taken that one himself, but instead gives the teammate the open look.
The feed to Henderson. It's stolen by Jack. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist from Jack. And now a 3-point Atlanta lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's the bodyguard. He's got 5. Lots of room. And soft on the under rim and drops. The bodyguard's got 7 points.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
Jack dishes to Hardaway. Hooked away. That's great Philadelphia. McGee, the pass to Bannister. Back to McGee. They're running. A floater. It's tipped. And there's the pass to Bannister. Lee Bannister putting
love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Howard, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for two. When you think of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, the slashers, though, seem to always come to the fore. The players who make their meal, attacking the rim. So fun to watch.
Well, James Harden really does it best in the league. I've watched James Harden games on television, but I've also had an incredible pleasure being able to call James Harden games by the court. And to see him manipulate defenders, and I'm not talking about one, I'm talking about 3 and 4 on possessions to find his way to the free throw line, is remarkable and has an uncanny ability to draw those fouls.
Slithers. He does, I don't know if it's power, although I think he's a very strong, physically strong guy. He controls his body about as well as any slasher in the game.
He controls his body, Kevin, and is able to stop, start, change angles that a lot of players just can't even think about. They just don't even conceive that you're able to do that. That slow down, two-step, and he does so many tricky things also, Kevin, with the way he moves the ball around. He spins it away from his body, brings it back in, brings it towards his defender, and then away from the defender, and guess what? It results in free throws most every time.
Something to watch. Kicks to Schroeder. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Just 5 on the clock. That's a floater go. It's deflected. Pass to the body. Buries the long-range jumper. The bodyguard's got 10.
Good eyes, found the open man and delivered an accurate pass.
And here's Schroeder. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. On deep, another 3 for Philadelphia.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
He feeds it to Smith. Lets it go from 14. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 5 assists in the game. Here's the bodyguard. He's got 10. Now the dish to Simmons. Doesn't go for it. And Atlanta will come the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. The 76ers leading by 4. The bodyguard passes to Sharp. There's the triple. Here's the bodyguard. 9 points, last game out. And Jay shot. And he shoots from here. 12 points for him.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Now here's Schroeder. He kicks the split. He dishes it to Millsap. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Saric. That is his first foul of the game. The Machines check in for the 76ers. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Mike Muscala is checked in for splitting. Here's Howard, and it's in off the backboard.
And give credit to the defense, but Howard is just too strong in the paint. No chance of stopping him, even when he has a hand in his face. And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Changes to Philadelphia. The Beast is checked in for Saric. And Rodriguez is subbed in for the bodyguard. Mike Stotts checked in for the Hawks. The 76ers leading by 4. This is to Simmons. Simmons got 8 points.
And Simmons is accustomed to finishing over all types of defenders. That jump shot is just pure gold.
Wilson sets the pick for Schroeder. He did the heart of it. It's Scott on the hook. No good on the triple.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
Great effort to go out and challenge that shot. Hard to stay cool under that kind of pressure.
Rodriguez with it. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Bannister. It's up a 3. Sinks the triple. He's got 16.
He's one of forced them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
There's a good screen. Hardaway gets it over Schroeder. Takes up the screen. Back Hardaway. Tries a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Hardaway's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Hawks.
And coming into the NBA, Dennis Schroeder drew comparisons to Rajon Rondo for his frame and his quickness. He's already shown himself to be a better shooter than Rondo, but his defense still has a long way to go.
Now the pass to Rodriguez. Takes for 3. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14. Shoot 50%.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that high heat.
And what do you think of the comparison between Rondo and Dennis Schroeder? They both have a certain cockiness to them, don't they?
Yeah, they play with some bravado out there, and that's one of the first things that you notice about Schroeder. Great confidence. He doesn't back down from the challenge that anyone offers up.
Chris Humphries has checked in for the Hawks. Cephalosha comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Humphries. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
The pick definitely could have been better, didn't fully commit to it, but it was still just enough to get his teammate enough room to knock down the shot.
Here's the beast, covered by Humphries. Here's Bannister one. 5 on the clock. Target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here takes to Humphries. Pass to Cephalosha. Knocked away. The 76ers leading by 7. Simmons passes to Bannister. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, a good first quarter, good second. This could be a big night.
Now Cephalosha. 11-point game for him in the win against Phoenix. And there's the lead to step. Takes it to Humphries. And as he goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. The 76ers number 1.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to 7 in the bucket from Schroeder.
And even though Schroeder might be on the light end of things when it comes to his weight, he remains relentless driving towards the basket.
Simmons passes to Bannister. It's tipped. Scott dishes to Schroeder. 1:41 left now here in the second. Pass to Scott. Poked away. Shot clock at 6. And finished off by Scott.
And
Didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope.
His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Here's the beast. Clean assist by Rodriguez as that one goes in. 10 points for the beast.
They're getting their points in almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now he has to back off on defense just a little bit. His team cannot afford to have him on the bench at this point in the game due to foul trouble.
And you see that blind streak for Dennis Schroeder? His mother used to run a hair salon. She wanted Dennis to dye his hair blonde. Instead, he did just that spot.
Well, it's become a bit of his trademark, Kevin, and during the 15-16 NBA season, he even had his number 17 emblazoned in gold back there. So it's not the only thing right now that's setting him apart. There aren't many German players in the NBA. Of course, we think of Dirk Nowitzki first, but Schroeder coming along nicely.
Some changes for Philadelphia. JaVale McGee's checked in for the machine. Henderson comes in for Simmons, and Curry subbed in for Rodriguez. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Jared Jack is checked in for Scott. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:03 left in the first half. And here's Curry. 9 points last game out. To the inside. Fattest one. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And a look here at the shot chart.
Well, I think a big issue for him right now is his performance from the mid-range. Just nothing seems easy for him at the moment, and it's resulted in a lot of missed opportunities for himself and his team when he's taking that shot.
Here's Jack. He's got 10. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a 3-point play.
Well, sometimes being shifty in this game is a good thing. Body control helping out on that attempt.
Hendry's checked in for the Hawks. For Atlanta, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. 76ers leading by 3. 32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. McGee is screen. Left of the wing. Here's Dennis one. The beast. And McGee kicks to Henderson. Here's Curry with the 3. The beast crosses to McGee. Here's Dennis one. Sinks it. Hit leaves from onside. Wow. Patterson's got 24 points. Now here's Jim. He's got 13. 1 second left. Count it. And the 76ers lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Denver. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. 76ers lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overstepping, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were on a nice little roll in that opening period as they got their lead up as high as 7 points. The second quarter was a heated battle, and they were only outscored by 1, ending the half with a 4-point lead. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive boards. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots, gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it back to Kevin Harlan and crew. They are standing by courtside.
The skyline of Philadelphia looking especially majestic tonight as we welcome you back to action. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You know, Dennis Brown has been exceptional here, guys.
You know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the three as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
Yeah, I think a lot of those shots are beyond his range, but sometimes when you have that kind of confidence, it can be your night.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Schroeder. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. They've got Howard. Paul Millsap out there with Separation. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Schroeder in at the point. Here's Howard. His shot from the low post is good. Howard's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Hawks.
And that's Howard's game. These interior looks that he puts in so easy.
This now to McGee. A fadeaway. Here's Henderson. And he drops that one in. Henderson's got his second best of the game. The Hawks trail by 4. Schroeder with the ball. Howard with a screen on Kirk. Here's Schroeder outside Millsap. Elbow shot is on the way. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Well, the defense presents itself there, but Millsap just too big inside from that spot.
Here in this third quarter, just over on that play. And Curry has it in the corner. And it's stolen by Schroeder. For the tie, JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got his third rebound tonight. Curry kicks to McGee. Passes it to Llewellyn. It's rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Hardaway dishes to Schroeder. He feeds it to Howard. Not loose. Great Philadelphia. Henderson with the ball. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Allman.
Well, Chris Humphries was first one of the best rebounders in the league, and now, after a few years of tinkering with the jumper, he's become a pretty good shooting big man. After the 2015 playoffs, Wizards coach Randy Whitman suggested that Humphries work on his three-pointer. Humphries said, "I hadn't really worked on it ever. I just had to adapt. I went at it trying to expand my game so I can play longer." Kevin?
I'm sure we'll see a lot of players trying to add that 3, D.A. Thank you. And the first one drops. Don't they say the elite big man in the middle is a guy in green? What do you think? Any truth to that?
How about the birth of the new big man?
I would say so, too.
I just don't like to be so pessimistic about what it is that we used to see.
You see cycles, right? In the league,
Absolutely,
cycles.
absolutely. So I'm more of one of those guys, glasses half full. So let's celebrate the versatility, the mobility, and the incredible talent of the young players at their size being able to be as effective as they are in the NBA.
Now Hardaway, 9 points in the game so far. He kicks it to Schroeder. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
But sometimes when you're that wide open, you start to overthink it, and it looks like that's what he did there.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And here is Hardaway. That's going to be over and back. Not rushing for the line that time.
Looking here at some numbers for Paul Millsap. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging about 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Super chance, the open look. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, the offense a bit out of sync here to begin the half. They just seem a step behind one of four so far.
Separation misses. The 76ers leading by 4. Here's the Waterloo. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. The 76ers in second.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
First one calls for it. Splitters check in for Paul Millsap. He hits both from the strike. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Screen by Howard. Hardaway passes the Splitter. He dishes it to Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. McGee with the hit. Here's Curry. Now look at the stats. He's averaging around 8 points a game.
They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this could get out of hand.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. He's been dominant over the last month. 7th in field goal percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Luwawu. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Scott's checked in. Here kicks to Scott. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. There's the playoffs here. Let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. And take a look at the 76ers. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, Atlanta. They're 5 spots away.
And for Philadelphia, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season,
Now they've got a new set of goals, and those are all about success in the playoffs. That's where men are made. They've got to have their sights very high at this point when it comes to the postseason.
Hardaway from outside. Drills it from outside. Hardaway's got 12 points in the game.
another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Anderson gets the Sarge. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
I mean, there's not a lot of reasons for a turnover, but there's certainly not one there. Just a lapse of judgment.
Atlanta making a switch here. Jack's checked in. The Hawks trail by 6. Howard with a screen on Kirk. Jack dishes to Hardaway. There's a good screen. Feeds to Howard. Hardaway kicks to Scott. The pass to Howard. Here's Jack. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Now just a 4-point Philadelphia lead. There's McConnell looking for his first basket. Still in this foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he's at 72% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
First one calls for it. And the 76ers making a change here. Rodriguez is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Hawks trail by 6. Now here is Jack. 15 points in the game. Howard setting the pick for Jack. Stolen by McGee. Here's Henderson. Got it. Good job in the way. Henderson's got 9 points in the quarter.
He approaches the rim strong there and then flips up the teardrop.
Hardaway kicks to Jack. Pulls up. High post. And the jumper is good. Jack's got 17.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
McGee is screen. Jumper off the screen. And he gets that one to go off the line. And the 76ers lead by 8. For Atlanta, they've gone 5-9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Screen by Howard. Goes up on the wing. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
Well, whether he's open or shooting with a defender in his face, he's been equally unconscious.
Pass to McConnell. There's Saric. Another 3 for Philadelphia. Outside check. This is to Scott. Kicks to Howard.
And really, Howard is so adept at drawing contact, using those bruising shoulders and muscular frame to his advantage.
He's made 1 and this one so far in the game. That free throw, no good. Rashawn Holmes is checked in for some. And a change for the Hawks. Humphries checked in. Second free throw.
And the former first overall pick in the 04 draft, Howard has had a stellar career, a dominant force who continues to frustrate the opposition.
Here's McConnell. It's tipped. It's stolen by Jack. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Hawks. The Hawks trail by 8. Jack with it. He's got 19. Got a piece of it. The 11-footer hits some room on the way in, and the bucket's good. Jack's got 8 points in the quarter.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
McGee is screen on Jack. Inside. It's stolen by Jack. Fast break to Hawks. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure, and then get some run out.
Philadelphia leading by 4. From outside the arc. Finish from 3-point range. McConnell's got 7 points in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Rodriguez against Jack. It's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Feeds the pass to Moscow. Hardaway for three. No good. Now Jones the other way.
Display on the board that it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low.
That one good for two. Simmons got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
What precision and focus from Simmons. Just doing no one can guard him down in the block.
Here's Jack. And he banks into it. Jack's got 23.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Here's McConnell. Goodbye Hardaway. And Simmons hits to Rodriguez. And here we go. Jack's got it. That's good. The 76ers lead is cut down now to just 5 with a bucket from Hardaway.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rodriguez with it. Now Jack defending. And pushing it up Atlanta. The Hawks again in transition. Tipped away. 2-on-1. No one back to stop this. And Simmons slams it in.
Really, Simmons really to contain when he's coming to the hoop. An athletic defender who causes defenders death.
Hit by Humphries. Outside Jack. In the corner, Hardaway with it. And Muscala kicks to Jack. 6 on the shot clock. From beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Jack's got 13 points now in the quarter.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
That's the Holmes. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And Simmons atop the key. That shot off the mark. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. In the corner, Hardaway with it. The feed now to Jack. They set the pick. The dish to Muscala. Humphries the pass to Jack. Takes a three. Another three for Atlanta.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
McConnell kicks to Holmes. Rodriguez against Jack. From Simmons. And it's Humphries with the rebound.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make them pay for it. Well, he is a huge reason why they have this lead.
58 seconds left to play here in the third. Tigers from 14. Nice jump shot. Good. Holmes got his second basket of the night.
And Simmons is just a total player that can remove issue to his team. Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, they can't let the shot clock run down too far on this possession. He's been precise on offense. I don't think he's made one mistake on that end of the floor so far.
Jack dishes to Scott. They set the pick. Humphries kicks to Jack. Lines it up. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Jack's got 33. The 76ers lead. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Rodriguez. He hasn't put up any points in this one. And there it is for him.
4 points there. Down on a nice play. Getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
He went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's the machine. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for it. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team getting ground. 76ers on top. They're up by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Let's get it stopped. Let's play out of motion. Let's run them. Let's play at our pace. Let's go. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Looking to play at their tempo. Mike Budenholzer really wants them to assert themselves, trying to dominate this next stretch.
Yeah, I mean, his energy is up there. Hoping his team's energy is just as high. They may push every chance they get.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Philadelphia is shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Bodyguard is out there at that is one. Then it's Simmons. Then it's the machine. And it's the beast in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Two shots, gentlemen.
At the line for your 56ers. Taking 2 shots. And the first one drops. That one falls, so it's both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. Pass to Howard. Ball's not loose. The 3, Millsap. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 3 assists tonight.
Super job by Millsap to release the shot as soon as he gets the ball there. No time for the D to catch up.
And here is Simmons. And there's the pass to the machine. Right block shot. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Hawks trailing. Outside Millsap. The 3 from Sapolosha. Drains the 3-pointer.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
To the left wing. Here's the Beast. Recovering. To the basket. The Beast's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Close game, fourth quarter. This is his time.
Now here's Schroeder running closer. Launches a 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. There's almost touched by Schroeder. Sixers shooting simply keep with him in this one. 55% from the field. He's at the Simmons. The bodyguard passes to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Corner shot. The shot. No good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Schroeder kicks the splitter. Back to Schroeder. Set a screen. Got a piece of it. No good for Howard. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. He gets that one. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Experience of the big man there from Splitter, having someone who can finish through the contact is big.
Pass to the beat. There's the three. Second shot opportunity. Pass to the body. Curry, wide open. Drops in the train.
43 look for three-point range. The D forgot about it on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you. He stepped up and delivered that huge three-point shot.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Pass to the body. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Pass one. Good. And Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his fourth assist on the night.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Pitch to Splitter. Pass to Schroeder. And he feeds it to Splitter. To the middle. Count it. And the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 1. And the basket from Schroeder.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Unloads from 13. It's stolen by Schroeder. Launches a three. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And right there, Dennis Schroeder shows some confidence by nailing the jumper.
Here's Dennis one. That's it right to the deep. Atlanta with the rebound. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now here's Schroeder. He wants to get to Millsap and does. And again, it's Atlanta.
Millsap's mid-range J is getting more and more consistent. When he elevates for those shots, you expect most of those to go.
Up to the right wing. To number 1. The 76ers again can't hit it.
He just doesn't seem to be himself shooting the ball right now, guys. Just looks a tad bit uneasy, and that's affecting the results.
The shot was in. Curry was a nice lead. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Spanish one. And Curry has it in the corner. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Nobody near Schroeder. Off target from outside. Philadelphia has gone beyond the arc 7 times in the fourth. Has been successful 3 times. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
And I know gravity's out there, but not everything is going to fall, even when you set it up perfectly.
Fast break, here they come. For 3. Count it, and the Atlanta lead was cut down to just 1, and that's the from the piece.
I mean, he was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feel.
You can see the focus there. His desire is evident. All hugs and kisses right now.
Schroeder dishes to Millsap. There's the steal. To the paint. Outside for Curry. Another 3 for Philadelphia. Atlanta calls timeout. Atlanta overseeing for Dennis one.
He is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Troy Jr. checked in for Sport. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He's not satisfied with their effort level. He said, we're not hustling out there, guys. We are not going to win that way. I promise you. You've got to get out there. See how this team responds.
Here's the bodyguard. Again, Philadelphia. We're right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for
The Hawks working the ball around. Inside, out. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And that's just super strict there by Howard. So good at connecting on these shots despite the contact.
Good shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good from Howard. 76ers trailing. Pass to the beach. It's back. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of Brooklyn.
It's raining keys here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
Yeah, he's in the rhythm, and the best way, you have to stay up in his chest, or he's just going to ruin you from deep.
And they're pushing it up. A huge swing. Put this into the fast break.
The Sharks here and then wow, it looks like they're ready to put the hammer.
And we've been waiting for one of these teams where they could pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
And there's a whistle. That goes on the bodyguard. That's his first foul. Simmons checked in for the shot hole.
Checking in for the 76ers, Simmons.
On defense, the 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Millsap has the open look. Three-pointers out from Mark.
Well, you can look out back and you dropped it in. He should have done more on that last play.
Here's Simmons. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 11 rebounds in the game. Millsap passes to Zavalosha. Howard over the edge. Just beautiful.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just cannot quantify.
Well, I'm going to quantify something right now. This is a close game, and that was something special. That was a nice free throw brought to you by Kia. Hawks trail by 4. Schroeder with the ball. They get a hand on it. Three-pointer. What's the three-point count? And that's now 33 points for Dallas.
What an execution. It's really not good. This is a
So it's advantage. 7-point differential. The open shot, Millsap. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 8th assist of the game. Here's the bodyguard. Goodbye, Hardaway. Here's the bodyguard. And foul hard at that time. Open to the line and shoot 2. That's on Dwight Howard.
Shooting for Philadelphia. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike. The Hawks trail by 6. And it's Schroeder in the corner. From O'Connor with the 3-point shot.
I think the D is just fine with those kind of shot attempts coming from him there because he's not hitting anything right now.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
I think he spotted an area on the floor to gain that separation and then let it drive with a quick release.
This is it for the ball. It's tipped. Here's Patterson. 1:39 left to play here in the fourth. Back at 6. It's up at 3. A 3-pointers right on target. Patterson's got 38 points.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that 3-point shot has just been there.
They're doing a great job of working around the arc, locating the right shooter. That default is a serious weapon right now.
We've got 1:18 left in the game. And he parries that one, dribbling the rim on the way down. Millsap's got 9 points in the quarter. Here's the bodyguard. Good once again. That makes it 8-for-9 mistake.
But I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here. And what looks to be a solid win for Philadelphia.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And this is the beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll now run 70 on the year.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series. 4 games to none. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Baddest One.
Let me tell you, it's a tall order guarding him tonight, and nobody that they put on him was up to the challenge. And he's always such a difficult matchup, but in this game, he was completely and utterly dialed in.
And the shot goes in.
Cephalosha with that length can be difficult to guard on the attack.
If you do something between the shot clock and game clock, drains it from beyond the arc. Patterson's got 44.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Well, doing things the right way and not letting up. Great attack.
Fires the 3. And the 76ers get it back.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily.
Yeah, that was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge being here and playing with just a little more confidence when they're at home.
It's time now to report side as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Chemistry is always a big topic for basketball teams. What is the key now mentally
Bally Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present our Jordan player of the game, baddest one. He was red hot in the second quarter. The defense ran several guys at him to try and stop the bleeding, but his aggressiveness was simply too much for them to handle. What are your thoughts, Kenny?
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bombs away.
What a huge lift he got from the crowd tonight. There's nothing those fans love more than to seeing this guy get hot. And he was so hot, I gotta get up right now. Ernie, my seat is hot. Oh.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah.
Hard-working.
A lot of people in.
The long line at the buffet.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.